South Africa. How dare powerful forces drag an innocent wife and family into the crossfire just to destroy one man fighting crime? Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's wife standing before a crowd, voice trembling, exposing the pain of seeing her husband targeted while real criminals run free and manipulators hide behind keyboards? How infuriating that a woman who never asked for politics now begs for Amakosi courts and divine help because modern systems fail to protect frontline heroes from smears, threats, and possible assassination attempts disguised as hijackings. This raw cry should ignite rage in every citizen who values justice over hidden agendas. Mkhwanazi's wife steps forward not as a politician, but as a heartbroken partner watching her family torn apart by battles her husband never started against petty enemies. He started them against syndicates, corruption, and untouchable networks in KwaZulu-Natal. She declares boldly, "You cannot build malls, mine minerals, or run business on rural land without the Amakosi." Traditional leaders remain gatekeepers, socially and politically powerful even if legal approvals come from ministers and municipalities. Her words reveal a deeper truth. Behind official signatures lie negotiations, pressures, and influences where chiefs hold real sway over communities, development, and who benefits. Yet legally, mining rights and major projects fall under national government and local authorities, not traditional courts, highlighting the clash between customary power and constitutional structures. She calls for the dispute between her husband and police minister Sensom Chinu to go before Amakosi courts. Under the tree, ancient justice older than Parliament. Parliament recognized traditional courts with an act, naming them courts of law, but shockingly, the act awaits presidential proclamation and full national rollout, meaning they lack formal power for high-level national disputes today. So, why demand impossible jurisdiction? Because her plea comes from exhaustion. Modern systems dragging, politicized, failing to shield a dedicated officer from what feels like orchestrated attacks. Her voice cracks as she speaks of entitlement, people hiding behind freedom of speech invading private lives, commenting on platforms about things they don't understand. She warns of manipulators stirring false battles online while real thieves and troublemakers roam free, causing unseen destruction. How many of you knew the Traditional Courts Act still isn't fully operational nationwide? Comment below if this surprises you. Mkhwanazi has survived suspension in 2011 for touching powerful files, rogue elements frozen out, recent hijacking attempts many call suspicious, yet attacks escalate now. His wife senses the distraction. Public focus on Chinu versus Mkhwanazi, while bigger players pull strings quietly. She pleads for stability. KZN already lags. Food security threatens. The province cannot afford more chaos fueled by hidden agendas. Her pain peaks. Politics hurting families, this deeply dooms the nation. Real problems ignored for manufactured storms. She accuses users of being tools, participators in destruction they don't comprehend. What angers you more? Family privacy invaded or real criminals ignored amid the noise? Tell me in comments. Ending with "May God help us" speaks volumes. No faith left in earthly justice, only divine intervention for a family under siege. This timing isn't random. Escalation behind scenes, threats mounting, pressure unbearable. Her coded language protects while warning. Cultural power, traditional resolution, manipulation, all hint at layers deeper than surface headlines. Mkhwanazi fights crime relentlessly. Arrests climb. Syndicates fracture, making enemies who strike indirectly now, through family and narrative. His wife's public stand shifts conversation, from police politics to human cost, from jurisdiction to justice denied. Rural land battles intertwine tradition and law, chiefs consulted, communities mobilized, development stalled without blessing. Yet corruption allegations, abuse claims fly without traditional courts empowered to mediate nationally. She exposes entitlement culture, free speech twisted into license for destruction and intrusion. If manipulators distract with online wars, who benefits while real issues fester? Do you believe her call for Amakosi courts is cultural defiance or desperate cry for fair hearing? Share below. Mkhwanazi's survival story inspires. 2011 sabotage overcome. Task teams protected, crime networks crumbling. Yet personal toll mounts. His wife reveals the unseen, sleepless nights, fear disguised as stability pleas, prayer over process. This speech warns South Africa. When good leaders' families break, the nation cracks wider. If politics dooms through pain, rethink who we amplify and who we ignore. One trivial question: how many years has the Traditional Courts Act waited for full activation? Guess in comments. Her trembling voice humanizes the storm. Real people, real hurt behind headlines. May God help us echoes as indictment. Systems failing those who serve. Stay angry at manipulation, vigilant against distraction. This family's stand demands we listen deeper. If her words move you like they should, like, share, subscribe, spread the truth beyond the noise. Final question. Do you think bigger forces orchestrate this to remove Mkhwanazi quietly? Yes or no below. The puzzle pieces fall darker. Cultural power, political storms, family sacrifice. South Africa wakes or sleeps at its peril.